Here's 5 myths you need to stop believing about creatine. The first is that it causes hair loss. There was one study that showed a correlation between creatine supplementation and hair loss in males who played rugby. But there's actually no correlation between creatine intake and creatine ingestion and hair loss. It's never been shown again. We've only seen it in one study, and tons of people who take creatine have hair. Number 2 is that you need to cycle creatine, meaning like come off of it. The way that people come off of steroids every once in a while. You take a lot of steroids, maybe take a little less, you cycle off, and you start taking more steroids again. Creatine's not a steroid. It's a supplement, and remember, your body makes it on its own. What you could get from food, it's just not a practical way to get it from food, so you supplement with it. But at 2, 3, 4, 5 grams a day, with the safety profile it has, there's really no need to cycle off. The third myth is that somehow creatine is just for bros or for like people who want to put on muscle. It's actually very beneficial for producing strength and power, which is practical for anybody who just wants to be fitter and be more capable. It also clearly increases hydration in the muscle, density of bone, and it's good for your brain. So this is a supplement for anybody who wants to perform well. It's also fantastic for people who don't eat a lot of red meat, cold water fatty fish, and who are plant-based or vegan. If you don't eat a lot of meat or you fall into like the plant-based eating category, creatine can definitely help you perform better. Number 4 is that you need to take creatine around your workout. You can actually take creatine any time of day, even right before bed, because it's not a stimulant and it's non-hormonal in nature, and your body's going to absorb it and put it to use at a rate that works for it. You don't get a huge boost if you take it before your workout. You don't get immensely better recovery if you take it after your workout. You just need to take it consistently. That's what shows up in the research over and over again. So don't sweat the timing. And number 5 is that somehow creatine is generally less safe for women. I think this stems from the fact that initially creatine was branded as a strength enhancing supplement for men, when in general, I think it's better branded as just a supplement that helps people get more out of their training, whatever that training probably is, perform a little bit better cognitively, and maybe set yourself up long term for better bone, brain, and metabolic health, which seems to be like something that women would want even more than men. And women tend to often eat less red meat, less protein, do less resistance training, lose more muscle mass, lose less bone density. So if anything, creatine should be more for women than something that they're afraid of, I would say. But there seems to exist this myth, it's not good for women. That is not true at all. It's totally safe. The only people for whom creatine isn't safe are people whose doctor would say not to take it, or people with like kidney problems.